Oh, hello. I was just sleeping. Just kidding. Oh, welcome to today's messages. Let's tune in. Ooh, beautiful sounds of 432 hertz. Yes, let's do it. Let's tap in and see what comes up for us today. I hope you are well and gorgeous and being the love you want to see and feel and receive so that the universe can mirror these gorgeous things back at ya. Yes, booming back at ya. What's that song? Booming back, booming back, booming back at ya. Something like that. It always makes me think of blooming back at ya. Maybe it is. I can't remember, but I will forgive myself either way. Okay, forgiveness is coming up for us. Forgive versions of self that didn't know better. Forgive versions of other people who also didn't know better. What's going on here? Get up there. Why you bent for? No bend. What you bent for? Oh, you want to come out? Is that why? Okay. Come on, guys. Change and boundaries. I wanted to come out. So forgiveness, change, and boundaries. Okay. Forgive those things that you allowed to happen. Forgive those things that you didn't know better than to not let happen. Right? Forgiveness is something we do for our heart space. It's not about the other person. It is about, except them providing an opportunity for you to learn how to forgive yourself. But forgiveness soothes the soul. It lightens the soul. Think of the opposite of forgiveness. Think of holding the grudge, right? Holding the wounds, the pains, the resentment. This is stuff that's inside, that you're holding inside of your body. And it festers. And it gets dank and stanky. Dank and stanky. Okay, I think this one is third wave. This is a recognition that you came to this earth at this time to offer your gorgeous resonance, right? Your being here, not your doing here. You're being here. Hair tickling me. Okay. Your beingness. The energy of the third wave makes you aware of your choice to be here on Earth at this time, right now. What's this voice? It comes out lately a lot, I've noticed. Okay. Accept who you are on this earth, and your strength will increase, okay? Your strength will increase. Your strength will increase. I can't speak those words. Your strength. Your strength. Your strength will increase. Yes, because you're not weakening yourself with your thoughts and with your actions and with your grudges, right? You are empowering. This is why we forgive. We, by not forgiving parts of ourselves, we are not integrating, we are not loving them, right? So we are not whole. We are keeping ourselves separate from the wholeness that we could be if we would just forgive and move on, right? Part of the beauty of forgiveness is your ability to perceive things in the past as necessary components to where you are right now. This also lends to the grace and surrender to everything that you are now, to the acknowledgement of everything that you are now, that to get here in this moment, in this time, in this space, right here, right now, you had to go through everything that you went through before, right? So at the very least, forgive it all for that, right? To recognize your now. This is part of your healing in the now, which was yesterday's reading, is your ability to claim it, own it fully, right? By taking full responsibility for all of the things, all of the ways, all of the choices, all of the consequences, all of the actions and non-actions that led to this moment. Right here, right now. There is no other place I wanna be. Okay, I don't know why these cards are out. What's going on with these cards? We'll just throw some out here. How about? And we'll flip them when they call for it. Okay. Let's get a rune. Well, yeah, and then so boundaries, right? Boundaries around replaying old stories, right? That like, oh, I remember that person and all the things that they did or didn't do, right? And now your brain is stewing on things that cannot be changed in the past that contributed to you are now, but you are taking yourself out of your now in order to stew about those things in the past. You see, now your now power is diluted because your focus is on things that are out of your control. You can't control the things that have already happened, but you can control how those things affect you right now. And I'm telling you, forgiveness is your way to change, right? Change don't allow the dark clouds of the past to obscure your gorgeous glow of today. Something like that. Okay, what do we got here? We've got Isa. Okay, stillness. Still in the stillness. Taking the time to be still. We're going to look it up this time because I don't know if I looked it up last time. Through stillness, we can connect. This is why Isa, I think, is a straight line is hanging out and connecting in the still of the night. I held you tight. Stillness, self-control, focus, stability, and stasis. As the temperature drops, the bat quiets and turns inward. The business of life comes to a standstill, and she uses this in-between period for self-reflection and to build inner strength for when it will all start again. This has been the theme for us in these readings the last few days, this conservation of energy, this mindfulness of your focus, and the allowing the time to regenerate and restore, to ensure that you are on 100% battery when it's time to go, right? For go time. Okay, the inward facing, quieting stillness can lull you to sleep, and in the bitter cold, sleep can bring death. The message of Isa is one of finding inner strength, self-reliance, self-awareness, and self-acceptance. Beautiful. It halts activity until a change is made, whether from within or without. And, you know, we've been learning as within, so without. You want to change the external quicker than you need to change the internal. Yes, something like that. Okay, here we've got your boundaries affecting your lining up, the universe lining things up to meet you where you're at, your reflections to appear before you. You need to put the boundaries up so that you can receive the information and the shifts and changes. Boundaries to change and forgiveness, self-acceptance, this acknowledgement of your beingness in this time, and the power that you retain being in your now. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, we got the Hanged One with Isa here. Okay, hanging around, seeing things from a different perspective, quieting to receive. Okay, Hanged One. Oh, waiting for the blooms to arrive. This is gorgeous because this morning I was looking out at my, so I don't even know, it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Time. It was before today. I planted a bunch of scarlet runner beans, and I planted some upways, I planted some downways, I planted some, I germinated some and got little sprouts, and then I planted all those. I just wanted to ensure that if I stuck enough beans in the ground, that some of them will bloom, right? Well, I'm starting to see inches and leaves starting, okay, and a lot of them have come up. A lot of them have come up. So this anticipatory, right? They're not yet blooming. There's no flowers. They're not bringing the hummingbirds in yet. And then after the flower, then the beans come. So we're not there yet. but there's evidence of growth, right? There is evidence of the seeds that have been planted are starting to do their thing. And even though when it comes to it, I'm not necessarily like, I can start to envision how these things are going to look when they're in full bloom, right? But I planted so many, and there's lots of things that they can climb up. So there's still the free will, there's still the unknown ways that these beans are going to grow and climb, and what it's going to look like when they're in bloom, right? I have an idea. I wanted to cover my archway, right? Reach to the sun, do all these things. But also allowing it to be and do whatever it wants. I provided all the stabilities things for it to climb up, for them to climb up, and I water them and leave them alone, and we'll just see what happens, right? So something about this stillness to allow the process to unfold, right? The food is in the oven. You've already done the work to prepare. Now you just got to sit back. You got the timer on, right? You don't have to think about it until that timer goes off, or you smell it. Sometimes my smeller is my timer sometimes. Well, most time it tells me when it's ready or to check, right? And you go about and create and explore and be in joy and have fun and, love and all that jazz. It came out okay. Look at this. We're getting major confirmations all over the place. Boundary, 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 boundary. Creating boundaries against, around thoughts that are contrary, right? So in this case, all thoughts around they're not going to bloom, it's not going to be gorgeous, all these kinds of contradictory, oh, they're starting to grow now, but probably all of them, if not most of them, are gonna blah, 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 right? Not be what I want it to be, not grow to its gorgeous potential. You want to boundary line around those things. They don't serve. And they dilute. They dilute. Okay, so forgive yourself for, I'm also getting forgiveness of not having boundaries in the past, not knowing what boundaries were or how to set them, and versions of you who recognized the versions of you in your in your now time that looks back at all the times that you didn't, and you should have, and you could have made boundaries, right? And forgive those versions of self for not knowing better, and thank them for having endured the consequences of not having boundaries so that you now learn, right? This is another level of forgiveness of self, of love and self-acceptance. You did the best with what you had at the time, right? And they got us here now. Through hell and high water, we made it, okay? So forgive yourself. This judgment, this rebirth, this change is important. Is important. It's in the cards. It's deemed necessary, possible. Phoenix from the flame, spirit led, divine mission. I'm getting like purpose engaging, because the oranges are really standing out for me in this card. Like, you're choosing to be here on this earth. This is part of your purpose, part of your plan. And that can help us forgive the past, right? When you know that that was all part of the plan. And it's like, oh, okay, well then, now I know I can let go, right? Now I know I can let go. Yes. But you don't need to know all the details. There are things yet to be revealed, all in due time, all in divine timing. When the moon is right, then illumination will happen. When the time is right, illumination will happen. But until then, you ground, you center, you balance all of your faculties. What's this guy? It's only your destiny. Okay, this landed upon the judgment, the rebirth, the sword of truth, the sword of destiny. Excalibur. Your active participation in claiming your destiny, right? The sword and the stone requires not just one worthy to wield it, but one who believes, knows, and takes the action to take it, right? This is the active part of your destiny, is you claiming it, choosing it, taking it, making it gorgeous, just like you. Okay. Okay. And we've got celebration time. Come on. It's a celebration. Okay. I feel like this is collaboration, community coming together, all of your aspects, your divine spirit team, ancestors, angels, ascended masters. You've got your people in life coming to celebrate you, to recognize you, to see you, opportunities. This is a heart-based celebration. Some kind of heart-based celebration. And it's linked to your legacy, right? This fruiting tree reaching, this tree reaching its fruiting stage. And your patience as it does so, your stillness, your connectedness, your boundaries around it, and your willingness to change and forgive, right? Beautiful. And your ability to create the world that you want with balance, with vision, with passion. This spark of passion keeps coming out, this new wave, this new light, this new flame. It thrust itself upon the hanged one, and so I want to say passion that either helps you to see things differently, a new idea, a spark of inspiration, right? Or it's something externally that brings you out of your stillness, that signals it's time to move, right? The action. And what is this one? And the Page of Cups. Your Power to create with your words. With your words. Power to create with your words. And celebrate this balance between your mind, your thoughts, and your words. We need to have cohesion there, right? Your belief systems have to match your words. You can say words all day, but if you're not saying them in line with your belief system, with your heart system, right? Your intuition, your heart connected, your higher self, this balance, this connection, then it's disconnected. It's canceling each other out, right? And so nothing happens. Okay, but it is your destiny to maintain momentum and a gorgeous regulated nervous system. This peace within your body is huge, is part of this linking of power and thought. Manifestation power. I also get momentum with this, right? Emotional momentum with all these cups. And then this figure, right? This balance, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, spirit team outside of the noise, grounded, centered, right? Balanced, connected. This is the side of you looking within your internal state of balance and gorgeousness. What how? Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay, let's get an oracle to come out and confirm some things here. Oh, we got the emperor attaching. So this is your mastery of self, your ability to take passionate action. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look what I just noticed. The emperor is holding the sword in the stone. Beautiful. Yeah. Being an emperor of your world, you make sacrifices for the good of all. You do what is best for the whole. You make the choices. You take responsibility, right? You claim your destiny. You pull the sword from the stone. That's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's get this one, I guess. Wants to come out. What is it? Crystals. Where is it? Where's my crystal book? What's it? A number 8. Oh, whoa. Solitude. Okay. Look at this. Stillness, forgiveness. So there's something deep in there that needs to be forgiven. Allow yourself the space and the stillness to let whatever needs to come up. Picture calm pool that you're looking into. What surfaces, who surfaces, what occasion, situation. Let it play out. Observe, be the observer of the story, of the image. And then release it. Forgive it. Grab a magic pebble and drop it into the pond, creating a ripple that releases. It's a forgiveness pebble, right? You toss it in and the ripples, and as the ripples settle, the pond clears, resolution, right? Something like that. Okay. Solitude, retract, consolidate, and rest. It is time to consolidate your energies and reflect on decisions and series of events that brought you to this point in time. Oh my goodness. That's what we were saying, right? Beautiful. And we lovinate. Okay. If you are in a situation that causes emotional pain, it is time to seek refuge and begin a healing process. Be gentle with yourself and send loving thoughts to your body, mind, and spirit. Take the time to go within and allow yourself some space to rest. Reflect on the patterns in your life and question whether they serve your highest purpose or if they are fulfilling the needs of others. Ask your guardian angel and spirit guides for support so you can begin recalling the pieces of yourself left behind during stressful or traumatic events. Beautiful. This is how we restore, right? We find those versions of self who endured and we acknowledge them. We forgive them. They're holding shame and hiding because they feel like they've let you down, right? They didn't create the boundary. They didn't say no. They didn't honor their heart space. And so they hide away. They mask. They try to deny, right? So this stillness time, this allowing this resurfacing to happen, to allow you to see things from a different perspective. You're looking back safe in your body now, back into those moments of the past and seeing things from your now perspective and forgiving and collecting, right? This is how we collect the gold and the gems from the past. They're versions of self that were left back there that we collect through forgiveness, right? I forgive you. It's okay. Get back in that heart, right? Yes. Beautiful. Oh, did I show you? 8. Looks like clear quartz. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, 8. What else? Oh, one of these ones. From the Gentle Chaos. This one, the facade. Ooh, speaking of masks of the past. Okay, facade. What's going on with this plant? Facade. I opened up on the child here. The child is a reminder to nurture your younger self and honor their dreams. The buildings in this shot, while beautiful, are actually sets for a movie. The facade tells us there might be something in your life that, while beautiful, isn't truly nourishing your soul. Take time to question the authenticity of those around you. Again, another through stillness, right? Through contemplation. Facade. I was just trying to figure out what movie this was from, but I can't tell. I've seen a lot of movies in my life. Okay. It was how I was studying human nature through movies. Just like I learn by observing, so it was just like, this is why we love YouTube, right? It's geared for that. Okay, let's see. We've got the moon confirmation here. Okay, beautiful and in line with this moon, this revealing, this movement, like the revelation. We've got the lobster that comes out of the depths of the pool. It's like emerging from the subconscious. I'm getting this this transition period, the beans growing, right? This coming out, the revelation. And then we've got radiate like the sun you are. Okay, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna throw some charms out and then we'll look at it from a different perspective here so that you can see what I'm saying and how everybody's relating to each other. Okay. Okay. So this is the gorgeous reading. And we're over here. So we've got the Matabiak, okay, the evil eye ward shell. I have an heirloom that is this shell, but it's set this way. And this is the eye. So interesting. Ancestral tendencies, boundaries, something about your destiny and controlling of your life through balance and boundaries, right? I'm getting you have to release ancestral patterns to acquire ancestral inheritance, something like that, okay? And then we've got the Fool, beautiful. This is your faith, this is your trust that you are held, that you are guided, that you are hopeful and competent. I don't know. Competent. We've got the twin flames. Okay. I feel like this is boundaries around all contrary thoughts that limit or make you feel less than. You are an emperor, okay, with a huge destiny. And so find your balance within the twin flame. This starts within your balance, your integration and divine union of the masculine and feminine within creates wholeness, right? This is what you have stepped into, and this is what you protect. Okay, which boundaries? Okay, and then we've got a horseshoe here. Some luck, okay? There's something about looking at things from a different perspective that is going to contribute to luck for you. So take the time to perceive, okay? And look, there's community building coming into being that you can't see yet. So maybe that's the looking at things from a different perspective in order to see that there's actually a community available to you to help and support whatever it is that you need help and support with, right? Okay, we've got the revelation and the moon and the facade. The facade is you looking around and not seeing the things from the right angle. Something about that. The facade is the illusion, the overlay, because you're continuously making different choices in your now. And so you are affecting your tomorrow. And so everything that you see in your now is the facade because it's evidence of choices and seeds and things that you've done in the past. So, knowing this, you see through the now and live as if you are in your future now. I don't know. Okay, something like that. Okay, we got float. This is the time. Look at this floating down the river, allowing all things to be revealed. Okay, don't try to think it and make it make sense because it's not going to work. And I don't claim to know all the things. Okay, and then we've got the turtle. It's been slow and steady work, but you have now figured out what impassions you and to move upon those passions. Slow and steady diligence. Enjoy. Beautiful. Yes, enjoy. Okay. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think that's from The Shining, actually. But there is truth to that. You've worked a lot, now it's time to play, right? You've planted the seeds, you've seen evidence that they're growing. Now just go frolic and play, and then when you come back, they'll be blooming, right? Yes. Joy is part of your emotional regularity work, and the glow that comes from it is gorgeous. Okay. So be still. Go within, create the connection, and allow whatever comes to the surface to be forgiven so that you can change, so that you can be, so that you can glow gorgeously. Yes. Okay, love and appreciate you, and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.